So today we're going to talk about how to mail merge your emails or correspondence to your members via Outlook. So I'm assuming you have an Outlook account, but if you don't, this might not be as helpful to you as if you did. But before we get started, I just want to talk about kind of what we're going to talk about, and then we'll do some intros. So I'm going to talk about how to get your list off of MHS if you use the My Honor Society system. I'm going to talk about how to do a mail merge and walk you through the entire process. I'll share my screen with you so that you can see, and then we'll actually send a test out to you so that you can see that as well. So with that being the agenda, and I'm Trish, I'm from the National Office, Director of Communications. I think I missed that part. But you know, Eileen, if you want to introduce yourself, and then
Hi,
Karen.
I'm Eileen, the Executive Director. Welcome, Karen, and anyone watching in the future.
And Karen, do you want to introduce yourself, where you're from, and then let us know if there's anything else that you were hoping we'd cover in this webinar.
Yeah. I apologize for the phone. I am Karen Homolka, and I'm from Illinois College. And I am getting a ton of feedback.
Yeah.
You can always use the chat feature too.
Yeah,
if you need it.
Use chat instead. And if you want to hang up, yeah, if it's easier, just hang up and use chat. That might work better.
I've got it pulled up. I'll keep an eye on it.
There we go. I gotta say, sounded really cool. Hard to hear, but awesome.
So I am going to share my screen with you. So let's sit tight for a second. Okay, do you see some dogs here? Eileen, can you see my screen?
Sorry.
Oh,
yes.
great. Nope, you're fine. Oh, thanks, Karen. Okay, so when you send an email, if you're planning on sending your invitation to your students through your university account, then you probably already have the list because you've uploaded it in MHS, or maybe you're not even using MHS and you just have the list anyway. But for things like reminders, so if you wanted, let's say you already sent out your invitation and 2 weeks later you want to follow up with a reminder, either to the students who have joined, and maybe it's saying, you know, here's the dress code, here's the details for the induction ceremony, or to the people that haven't joined to remind them to get, you know, to sign up. There's a pretty easy way that you can grab that list. So it's a new feature that's been added in MHS this year, and I'm going to clone, since Karen, you don't have an open invitation right now, I'm going to clone our friend Tracy, who's a board member at Northern Kentucky. So if you click on invitation groups, you'll see this little white piece of paper with an arrow, and that says export invitees to an Excel document. So when you click on that, it will come to the bottom of the screen, and when you open it up, you'll see all of your invitees. So what I like to do here is I like, so this accepted column, column E, will tell you if anyone has accepted and when they've accepted. So what I usually do is I end up sorting by the accepted column, and then that way you have the list. So all of these with the blank E's have not yet accepted. So you know that's one message you can send to them. And then everybody that has that second date in there, these are the students that have accepted. And their email addresses are right there, their first names are right there. So if you did want to use a mail merge to do a reminder, that's how you would get that group. And we're not going to save that. Okay, so let's mail merge a document. So if you are mail merging your invitation, that's what I wanted. We do have a lot of templates on MHS. So even if you don't use MHS for managing your membership, we do have templates that you can take a lot of the language from, and or you can always feel free to send us, me specifically, your invitation, and I can help you proofread it, make sure that all the numbers are right, because things like number of campuses that we have or scholarship amounts, they change. So this is just kind of our basic invitation that we would customize to your school. So Karen, if you said to me, I want to send out my invitation via email, can you help me? I would go through and customize this for your chapter with, if you have MHS, with the how to accept the invitation information right in the email. But what we're going to do today is we're going to go step by step through the mail merge process. Now this works for letters, if you're going to do print letters, if you wanted to do labels, but today we're going to talk about email. So this is the email that I want to send to you for participating in the mail merge webinar. So I have my list here, because ultimately what you need is an Excel list, and in that list would be any fields that you wanted to customize. So I want it, your first name, your last name, obviously your email address, because I'm sending an email to you, and then 2 fields that I want in my message. I also want to talk about institution and state. So that's my list. So then I'm going to go into Microsoft Word, and I'm going to type up the email that I want to send. So I did this ahead of time as to not waste your time. And once you get that all typed out, you're going to go up here to mailings. And then if you hover over the Start Mail Merge and click it, you'll see, so you can do letters, emails, envelopes, labels. I love this little step-by-step mail merge wizard because it does everything for you. So I need to move us on our screen over here so that I can actually see my features. Okay, so you're going to select email messages here, and then you're going to click next. So you can use your current document, you could open up an existing document, you could start brand new, kind of whatever you want to do. I want to use my current document. So then I'm going to click next. So now we're going to select our recipients. The way you do that is you click browse and you're going to find your list. So I save mine on my desktop. I can't remember what I called it. That's what I called it. It'll always say, if you have multiple sheets, it'll show the different sheets or tabs here. I only have the 1 tab, so that is what it is. You click OK, and it shows all the people that are on the email. So since Alfred Lean and Jessica aren't on the email, I'm going to uncheck them so that they don't get this reminder or this test email. But you could send it to everybody, or you can check people off as I did. So when you have it, when you have selected who you want, you click OK, and you click the next step of write your email message. So this little field up here at the top, insert merge field, is my best friend. So there's a few spots I want to have mail merged info. So I want to have your name mail merged. So if you click it, I want your first name. And then that's going to populate the first name of each of the students or whomever you're inviting. I want to populate the state. And then down here, I also wanted to throw in the school a few times. Okay. So, and then you do a kind of a once over, make sure that all of your merged fields make sure you have them all. I didn't do this code goes here because we're not merging a code, but I just have, if you do end up using MHS and merging your invitation, just make sure you steal this information because that's kind of the generic how to sign up without using MHS, but signing up through MHS. So next you're going to preview your email message. And as you can see, so it auto-filled in Eileen's name. She's in New York, and she works with National ALD. So it looks like all of the fields merged the way they should. If not, you can always go back to the previous, and you can fix whatever you may have missed. What I realized that I've missed as I paged back is if you have an email signature, which I do, it will not show up on your it won't automatically show up, so you have to steal it from one of your Outlook emails. So that's what I'm doing right now. And then format it if you have to. Okay, so now we're going to preview it again. Now it looks like it should look. Looks like how I want it to look. You can page up here to your recipients. So I see that, yep, Karen's is going, she's talking about Illinois College. That looks about right to me. So then when everything looks good, you're going to click the next again, complete the merge, and then come right up here and click electronic mail. So it should automatically select your email address column. And then you want to make sure you have a subject line. So I'm going to call this test email for mail merge webinar. And I would leave it in HTML at this point. Most email servers can take HTML. It'll also reserve your hyperlinks or any bold or colors that you may have added as well. There isn't a way that I know of to attach a document. So if you do have to attach a document or direct people to something else, I recommend using a URL or a web link. So just know that once you click OK here, it's going to automatically send that email. So it is sending to you now. And I have my Outlook account open and you can see that so my test email came through right here because I had myself on the list, but if you click on your sent items, you can also see that I sent them to Karen and Eileen as well. So you have record of sending them in your Outlook inbox in the sent items. So that is, let me unshare my screen. And bring everybody back. Okay, so that is kind of how to do it. Do you have any questions? I'm glad that you got your email, Karen. That's good.
Yeah, I was going to say, make sure you saw her chat. Yeah, it worked for me. I got mine.
Great. And if you're trying this out and you haven't done it before, feel free to call me mid step. I'm on step 5. I can't figure out what I'm supposed to do. We'll also archive this. We've recorded it, so we'll also archive it and put it on the webinar, the /advisor webinars for you to look at as well. And then just a little bit of a plug. We have the MHS guides on how to run different features in My Honor Society. And we're going to be turning a lot of those into videos as well. So quick little how-to videos, sharing the screen. So that'll be coming this summer. So look out for that.